Yes, definitely.
Now this is a beautiful piece.
This was done by an artist named Celine Vasquez, who lives in Hollywood, Florida, and who has made a great deal of a great contribution to the Art of Democracy Coalition. She stepped up and volunteered to be our archivist, and she's a professional librarian, has great organizational skills and a passion for democracy.
And fabulous color sense.
Yeah, and she's a wonderful artist. This is based on a painting of hers, and it's from which a offset poster has been created. We're very proud of. We're a very exciting piece.
I'll bring that a little
Beautiful
closer to the camera,
piece.
right?
And
a
of course,
great
it's based on
unity message.
the flag.
The peace sign in Joan.
Yeah, really a beautiful piece.
Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous.
And some of these posters are
Now tell
actually
us her name again?
Celine Vasquez.
Vasquez, yeah.
And she's a very talented and passionate artist who's been working with us on an administrative and organizational level now for many months and made a great contribution.
The librarians are wonderful people.
Yeah, they are remarkable.
So
Protectors,
giving, yeah.
protectors of the free press and
My
free
mom
speech.
was a librarian, and one of my best
And
friends is
I might also add that on some bases, if there are over 50 of these posters that have been produced, and that they can
Yeah, we're
all be
only seeing a
viewed
small number right now.
on our website, and the artists who created them's names are there. And if any of your viewers are interested in them, some people may have copies, extra copies of them that they can sell. For very, very, very inexpensively, and just send an email to the Art of Democracy. This is a great piece. It was one of the, I'm very proud of this whole coalition exhibition. This is the poster that represents the Chicago Printmakers Collaborative. They were an early on-board Art of Democracy Coalition member, and this poster was done by a very talented actually a group of very talented artists and printers at the Chicago Printmakers Collaborative, but it is an original serigraph, and it has on it, I'm sure Paul can bring this up, the logo of the Art of Democracy that was created for us by Francis Jeter, a New York-based artist and political illustrator, and which identifies all the official Art of Democracy posters. And
That's interesting too, because with posters, it's really a combination of an image and print and writing.
yes,
And so the lettering is really important. And here we see like a sort of lettering where they're using motion, and the letters aren't just straight across. And
it's a great piece
It's a
of graphic
gorgeous
design,
piece.
and
the hand is beautiful. That's holding the puppet.
politician, the puppet politician,
Yeah.
and.
I love the hand. It's
But we really wanted the idea
Bring it
that
down.
Art Hazelwood and I had of creating a poster exchange. We didn't know how it would work when we first conceived it, and we didn't know how the artist community would respond to it, and they just loved it. And
and there's so many more to see. We're just showing you a few of them tonight.
there's at least 50 of them.
But there's
now.
so many fantastic
And-
posters. It was hard to pick which ones to show. We didn't know what to do.
But the
Show the hand again.
the idea that we wanted to play off with the poster exchange was sort of the late 60s, early 70s political poster.
Such a great idea.
Movement, and what has happened, a lot of people have asked us if this political art explosion in the United States represents a movement towards political art, and we're still discussing this internally. We may have uncovered one in the making and in progress without actually trying. We wouldn't take any credit for inspiring it, but the thousands of artists that are producing these things across the country
It's
are,
just fantastic.
making for an honest,
This is
movement.
a really interesting piece too.
This is a fun piece.
It is.
Our neighbor. A former neighbor.
Yeah, I lived in
right.
I lived in a building on 13th Street,
Emma
208
Goldman.
East 13th Street,
Emma Goldman, yeah.
between 2nd and 3rd Avenue, and it has a quote there, if voting changed anything, they'd make it illegal, which I don't know if that's entirely true or not, but it's a fun
And this is
fun quote.
on a brown piece of paper,
Yeah.
almost like craft paper.
It is exactly what it's on.
Oh, it
and,
is,
and one of
okay.
the really exciting things that we've seen is this especially effective use of low-cost materials
That's fantastic.
for making posters. In fact, there's a
So
whole...
that is craft paper.
It is craft paper,
That's
absolutely. It's like brown paper bag from the
Yeah.
grocery store paper. And this was done by a young artist, Lampert, who I believe is out of Wisconsin. But I can confirm that by checking our
Check
website.
the website, everybody.
And,
because you'll see so many more beautiful things, and you'll be able to check out these in more detail. We're just giving you sort of a survey of some of the many gorgeous posters that are available to see.
One of the things that I like about what I've seen and being involved in this is how there's a resurgence of ultra inexpensive political art posters being printed on newsprint.
That's amazing.
You'll find them in the most unusual places. I mean, of course, newsprint has a half-life, but we've been collecting this work as it's been sent to us. This is a wonderful piece.
I love this one too. Gorgeous.
A group of artists, Puerto Rican American artists, organized an exhibition in Puerto Rico to be part of the coalition, Art of Democracy Coalition, and this is one of the many exquisite posters that came out of the exhibition. Some of the best work I've ever seen, and of course it's
You must be so proud to have inspired so many people to just take off on their own and do these wonderful things.
When Paul asked earlier how much resistance there's been compared to the overwhelming support and excitement from so many people in the community, the resistance is notable, but nowhere near as notable as the amazing support.
That's
and
fantastic.
Excitement that we've gotten from...
Well, we're just so happy to hear about this because since we had you right at the beginning and just as the seeds of this were being planted, to see that it's come to all of this is just wonderful,
you
and
had a
we
big role.
congratulate you.
Thank you. But
It's
you know,
fantastic.
and it's worth noting that we've had that original interview that I was on with a year and a half ago on our website now for the year and a half or so, and it's been hit
Many times,
That's
like
great.
the
4 or 5,000 times.
Oh,
That's
wow.
fantastic.
No, it's been between 4 and 5,000 times.
We have a
That's
half a minute. Where can
fantastic.
people go to see the show that you're...
They can see our Art of Democracy show here in New York City at the National Arts Club, beginning really Monday afternoon would be the best time to start seeing it, but through the 14th of November at the National Arts Club, which is at 15 Gramercy Park South, which is between Park Avenue South and 3rd Avenue, just below Gramercy Park. It's a beautiful...
Same as 20th Street.
And
basically.
20th Street.
artofdemocracy.org is the website. Thank you very much, Stephen.
Thank you very much.
So
It
good
was
to have you
really a
again.
great pleasure to be
Yes.
here. Thanks a lot.
Anytime.
All right. And we'll see you guys next week.
All right.